Have you ever found yourself sitting in a quiet room, wondering where the laughter went? The phone doesn't ring like it used to. The days feel longer, the nights feel even lonelier. Maybe you've built a good life, raised a family, worked hard, did all the right things, and yet now, in this season of life, something feels missing. Let me ask you, when was the last time you truly felt seen, heard, or deeply connected to someone? If you've been feeling that ache, that quiet kind of sadness that only loneliness brings, then this video is for you. Because today, I'm not here to give you advice. I'm here to share a part of my heart, a journey through loneliness, and how with time, intention, and grace, I found joy again. So grab a cup of tea, find a comfortable seat, and let's talk. Really talk. From one heart to another. Hi there, and thank you for joining me today. If you're watching this, chances are you've experienced, or are currently experiencing, something that's hard to talk about: loneliness. I want to take a moment to let you know that you're not alone in feeling this way. Loneliness can creep in slowly, or it can hit us like a wave, especially as we grow older. I'm not a therapist, not a psychologist, but I am someone who's been through it, and today, I want to share with you my journey, how I overcame loneliness in my later years, and more importantly, how I found joy again. This isn't a lecture or a how-to guide. It's a story, my story. But maybe it's your story too. And if it helps even one person out there to feel understood, to feel seen, and to feel hopeful again, then sharing it is worth it. I didn't wake up one morning feeling lonely. It was gradual. After retirement, things slowed down. My children had moved to other cities with families of their own. My spouse, the love of my life, passed away a few years earlier. My house got quieter, my phone rang less, and my calendar, once filled with appointments and plans, became eerily empty. What made it worse was that people assumed I was fine. I smiled at church. I waved to neighbors, but inside I felt invisible, forgotten. That's when I realized loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's about feeling disconnected, like you're watching life from the sidelines. One afternoon, I decided to go for a walk. No destination, just walking. My doctor had encouraged me to stay active. It was a chilly day, the kind that makes your breath visible in the air. As I walked through the park, I saw an elderly man feeding birds. He looked up and nodded. I nodded back. Something told me to sit beside him, and I did. We didn't talk much at first, but over time, we started exchanging stories. He had lost his wife, too. He was a retired firefighter. He came to the park every day. That simple, quiet connection sparked something inside me, a reminder that human connection doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be real. Inspired by that one interaction, I decided to push myself gently out of my comfort zone. I joined a local community center. The first day, I almost didn't go, but I'm so glad I did. There were art classes, book clubs, game nights. At first, I felt like an outsider, but slowly, faces became familiar. People remembered my name. Someone even brought me cookies one day after class. I started laughing again, the kind of laugh that comes from deep within. One of the best decisions I made was volunteering. Helping at a local food bank gave me purpose. It reminded me that I still had something to offer. Loneliness can lie to us, make us feel like we have nothing left to give. But that's not true. Everyone has value. Everyone. With more human connection, I started rediscovering who I was. Not as a mother or a spouse or a worker, but as me. I took up gardening again. I started writing in a journal. I found peace in early morning walks and joy in cooking meals I once loved. I also learned to sit with silence without fearing it. There's a difference between silence and loneliness. Silence, when chosen, can be beautiful. Faith played a big role in my healing, too. Reading the Bible, listening to sermons, praying in the quiet hours, it reminded me I was never truly alone. If you're feeling lonely today, please don't keep it to yourself. Reach out, join something, Go outside. Say hello to a stranger. You'd be surprised how one small act can change everything. Also, don't feel ashamed. Loneliness doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human, and healing takes time. Here are a few things that helped me. Creating a routine. Waking up with intention. Moving my body even if it's just a walk. Serving others. Practicing gratitude every day. Talking to someone, whether a friend, counselor, or fellow walker in the park. Today, I can say I'm not the same person I was a few years ago. I still have quiet days, of course. But they're no longer filled with emptiness. They're filled with peace. I've learned that joy isn't something you stumble upon. It's something you cultivate. Water a little every day, and eventually it blooms. To anyone out there feeling what I once felt, I see you, I understand, and I promise you can find your way back to joy. Just take one step. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it touched your heart in some way. If it did, maybe share it with someone who needs to hear it. We're all walking each other home after all. Take care, and God bless.